I would like to thank the presence here of our four youth envoys. You know that we need to help the youth, and we need to provide new opportunities and new ideas and new spirit to the participation of the youth in the urban process, and also in dealing with some of the huge urban challenges that the youth is facing in developing countries. What is important is that the youth doesn't lose the will and the capacity to fight for their future. And you, as a youth representative or as a youth envoys, can help them to be seen in the scenario.
I want to say a very big thank you to the United Nations for Habitat for giving me this opportunity to be able to reach out to the youth. I'm very grateful, and I mean, I understand the fact that this comes with a whole lot of responsibility. You know, Nollywood has given me a platform whereby I've become like a face so many people, you know, can recognize on the streets, which I really appreciate. So on that platform, I intend to, you know, work with the United Nations Habitat, reach out to the youth and try to identify what their problems are, and then figure out a way to find solutions, you know, the best way we can.
Thank you for making us a United Nations Habitat envoy, and we'll do our best. I will do my best to make sure that message that you want to pass across to the people, to the youth, to create that youth empowerment is going to be possible within my time here in the UN Habitat. Now, fortunately for me, I've actually lived. I grew up in the ghetto. I grew up on the streets. I understand what it's like to live on the streets. I've been involved in a few humanitarian things back home in Nigeria, where I try to reach out to the less privileged ones in so many ways, you know. And when you look back at the times when I lived that life, you don't want to go back there. I know that United Nations Habitat is trying to eradicate that, and I am with you all the way.
Being a part of such an elite, such a noble organization in some small way, and like Ramsey and Eddie, we promise to be there for the organization and for mankind in any way we can. I have done a lot of little things, little good deeds here and there, but nothing very focused, because I was doing it as an actor. I've done, like, I've been a goodwill ambassador for children with special needs and done something for women empowerment, stuff like that. But now, after having this responsibility, I know that I'm on a larger platform, on a global platform. And when I say something, they're going to take it seriously. So that comes with a lot of responsibility. And I feel, after coming here and meeting up with all of you, all the youngsters, the youth, and all the dignitaries here, I feel that the UN Habitat is doing something so beautiful, especially slum eradication and the green economy and all the other problems that the world is facing, is something that the UN Habitat, the UN has taken as its own.
Being an artist, all of us four are in the position to reach the youth people, the young people, the youth, the decision makers of tomorrow, and being in the position to confront them and to communicate with them by arts, by culture, is in fact the situation in which we can establish, let's say, the idea of making sustainability awareness, making the responsible for our globalized world as a sort of lifestyle.
I have an idea in my head already about actually finding out people who have lots of talents, but then do not have opportunities to, you know, showcase what they have. And then you find them in the streets, which at the end of the day, they turn out being criminals because they actually have no one to help, or they have no way of expressing what they have inside. We can create a forum where we find out, I mean, find out what talents these guys have got or what they can do to better their lives, and then find a way to get sponsors or however, I mean, sell these ideas on the platform, on the UN platform, sell the ideas to companies, corporate bodies, private sectors, or whatever, and just see how much we can affect the lives of these young people who most of them have so much in them but nowhere to express it. For me, I just need to change lives. I mean, it doesn't matter how many, but as much as I can.
And so I'm very, very thankful to have the instruments, the tools to act in that sense from UN Habitat, which enables us to work and to hopefully reach concrete development goals.
By the time I'm done, and rural areas in various countries where they're suffering, where there's so much poverty, there are no houses there built by the United Nations Habitat, or the voices of the youths are not being heard, then I have not left a legacy. Because my sole aim is to leave a legacy, and I will achieve it via this platform. Thank you.
We can approach a lot of subjects, do subjects that will reflect the goals of the UN Habitat in some way, and be good examples in society, what we do. And I thought simple things like even making a music video. And Ramsey had this wonderful idea of working across cultures. Let's get together and make a movie. It's a wonderful idea. Like we have a movie which will have all of us starring in it. So there will be an audience for it in Africa, in India, in South America. So these are things that we can do. And she wanted to know what our goals, I mean, if we would, how much we would succeed. I think this is a long process. We all are very objective and we are all very optimistic, but we want it to succeed. It is a long process and it will take time. But if I feel even if I have convinced one person, or even if I've convinced one dignitary, one minister or someone to go ahead with some goal of the UN, help to bring about something to eradicate poverty or to help in youth empowerment, I think we have succeeded in that. I think all of us want a great change, the greater change, and we would like to be a part of that change. That's all.